Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 7 principles of the eagle. The eagle is a symbol of majesty, strength, and liberty. Different countries have often used the eagle as their symbol to symbolize freedom, to symbolize strength, and to symbolize liberty. So today, I'll be teaching us about 7 attitudes and mentality of an eagle that we need to have in order for us to fulfill the will and the purpose of God for our life. I'll start by telling you that if you ever want to become something in life, then be an eagle and not a parrot, and not a pigeon or a vulture. Never be a parrot. Because a parrot speaks a lot but doesn't fly high in life. An eagle speaks very little but flies very high. The gift of a parrot is to talk, while the gift of an eagle is to fly. The eagle is known as the king of other birds. So this morning I'm going to be sharing with you few attributes and mentality that makes an eagle the king. The eagle is not the biggest bird in the air. The eagle is not the most majestic bird. The eagle is not the farthest flying bird. But let's check it. Why is the eagle considered to be the king of all birds? Why is it that all through the scriptures, just like Exodus chapter 9 verse 14, how that God was reminding the children of Israel how he bore them on the wings of the eagle? How about Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 that says that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and they will mount up with wings as eagles. We have seen how God has usually likened his relationship with us as that of an eagle. I will start by sharing 7 lessons that we can learn from an eagle's attitude. Number 1, eagles fly alone. Eagles fly alone than any other bird. It will not fly with pigeons, it will not fly with parrots, it will not fly with sparrows or any other bird. Eagle either fly alone or eagle fly with eagle. The lesson we can learn from this is that if you want to develop something with your life, you've got to be alone. Your vision will make you to be lonely. And mind you, there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. When you are alone, it means you are all alone. It means that you are all in one. When you are lonely, you always need someone to complete you. When you are alone, it means that you are completing yourself. You are complete physically, you are complete emotionally, and you are complete spiritually without needing anybody to complete you. Stay away from narrow-minded people. Stay away from small-minded people. Stay focused on your vision. When you cultivate your vision, you are going to be alone. And I want to advise you this morning that there is power in solitude. The strength of a building is determined by the aspect of the building that is not seen. The most powerful aspect of a tree is the root that is not seen. So how strong your life will be determined by how well you are rooted. So you must learn to be alone. You must learn to develop alone. You must learn to build in silence. So you've got to build your life in silence so that your result can speak for you. Be like the eagle who is lonely, who doesn't associate with people, that does not understand its vision. Be like that. There are many people in scriptures, they have lived like the eagle. They were in the wilderness. They cultivated the vision of God for their life until they were ready to go out and manifest their potential. The second lesson we can learn from an eagle is that an eagle's vision is very clear and strong. Eagle can see its prey from 5 kilometers away. An eagle will go ahead and on the target. What that means is that an eagle can see an ant from the roof of a 10-story building. No matter how difficult or how hard it is, an eagle will always go for its vision. An eagle's vision differentiates it from every other bird. What that means is that you must learn to keep your vision clear. You must learn to pursue your vision regardless of whatever obstacles comes your way. Life is full of challenges. You are not going to be free from circumstances that will pull you. But remember, always keep your vision clear. Always keep your eyes on the ball. Always keep your eyes on the goal until you achieve it. The third lesson we are going to learn from the life of an eagle is that an eagle never eats dead things. Eagle only hunts alive animals. This teaches us that our past is dead. It's already gone. Don't pay attention or waste your energy on things that are gone. You can decide not to live in the reality of your past. Don't pay attention or waste your energy on things that are gone. Focus on what you can do today to change your future. Keep things present. This also teaches us that we must keep our mind fresh. We must keep putting in knowledge. We must read the books. We must go to the seminars. We must read the Word of God. We must know what is timely for us. We must evolve. We must grow. Remove the old memory of things that hurt you. Let them go. Let them be in the past where they belong. Don't give your past a place in your present. Once your past has a place in your present, it will never allow you to stay in your present or even think about the future. So learn to keep yourself fresh. Learn to keep your knowledge alive. Learn to keep your mind curious. See the world as a wonderful place. See it as a place to learn each day. Remember, what you know today will soon become old tomorrow. And what you know tomorrow in the next 5 years will soon become outdated. So keep evolving and keep learning. The fourth lesson we are going to be learning from an eagle is that eagles love the storm. When the storm comes, all the other birds go into hiding. They seek shelter. But that's not the eagle, because the eagle enjoys it a lot. The eagle has mastered the art of the storm. As a matter of fact, when the storm is blowing, that is when the eagle is most anticipating. That is when the eagle is preparing for flight. Because when the strong wind blows, the eagles fly very high. The eagle knows that at this time, it can use the wind as an advantage, not to begin to flap its wing, but to begin to soar. The lesson we can learn from this is that we must find possibilities in problems. We must learn to find opportunities in challenges. Don't be so caught up in your challenges right now that you don't see where God is taking you to. Because every great challenge brings great opportunity with it. Guess what? That which does not kill you will only make you stronger. Embrace the challenge, learn from them, and recognize your opportunities. The day you start embracing challenges and recognize the opportunity, you will start seeing opportunities. The things you could not see before, you start seeing it. So train your mind to see opportunities, even in problems. Because when you don't train your mind, everything you see will only be problems. So you've got to train your mind. You've got to exercise your mind. You've got to feed your mind with the right information so that you can see opportunities even when they show themselves. Every single day, there are opportunities. The question is that, will you see the opportunities, or will you be so blinded by your problems that you don't see opportunities? Be like the eagle who has learned to use the storm as an advantage to fly even higher when other birds go into hiding. The fifth lesson we are going to be learning from an eagle today is that eagles always remove soft grass from its nest. This is because the eagles knows that the more comfortable the nest is, the eaglet will never fly. Because they always eat from the food that the mother eagle is bringing. So the eaglet will never fly if the nest is comfortable. The eagle knows that there is no good in comfort zone. The lesson is that the more you stay in your comfort zone, the more you become lazy and the more uncomfortable your life will be. The truth is that if you do what is hard now, your life will be easy later. But if you do what is easy now, your life is going to be hard later. If you don't do what you are supposed to do now, you are still going to do it in the future. So embrace the discomfort so that you can have the kind of future that God has for you. There is nobody who became useful in the hand of God that stayed in their comfort zone. The comfort zone is the enemy of progress. The comfort zone is the enemy of your destiny. The comfort zone is the enemy of your potential. Remember to learn from the eagle who does not put soft grass in its nest so as to enable the eaglet to fly. Remember to burn the candles. Remember to read when others are playing. Remember to save money when others are spending. This is how to build the kind of life you want in the future. If you can't delay gratification now, you will never amount to anything, because pleasure and instant gratification are the enemies of your destiny, and don't allow them to paralyze the kind of future that God has destined for you. Lesson number 6 is that eagles test the power of commitment before it's trust. When a female eagle meets a male eagle, before they mate, she tests his commitment. She will pick up a twig and fly very high. And when she reaches high altitude, she will allow the twig to fall into the ground. This is to tell the male one to catch it. If the male eagle fails to catch it, it will lose our trust. The lesson here is that you must test the commitment of people before you trust. God did not say we should trust people. He only said we should forgive people. And the truth is that the more you trust people without testing their commitment, the more they hurt you. And the more they hurt you, the more the Bible also commands that we must forgive. So you must always forgive, even when people offend you. But God never said you should trust people. So test the commitment of people before you trust. Test if they are committed to your vision before you trust them. Test if they are committed to your dreams before you trust them. Remember the story of Joseph. He trusted even his father, his mothers, and his brothers, and they ensured that they sold him into slavery, and they looked for all the ways to destroy his dreams and his vision. So establishing trust is important in a relationship. So learn from the eagle that you must test commitment before you trust anybody. And the last lesson we are going to be learning from an eagle is not a scientific fact, but it's a myth. But we have something to learn from it. It is that eagle loves a painful process. It has been said that an eagle can live up to 40 years. But after 40 years, the eagle has two options. It is either to die or to go through the painful process of renewing itself. So it is either the eagle dies or spend another 5 months to renew itself. In these 5 months, the eagle uses all its strength to fly to a very high mountain. The eagle knocks his beak on the rock until it is removed and waits for the beak to grow again, and use the new beak to remove its powerful talon that has become old and wait for the talon to be new again. And at that time, the eagle is renewed. And this process takes about 5 months. The lesson we can learn from this myth is that if there is no pain, there is no gain. Don't desire success without a sacrifice. If you want to survive and grow, you must be willing to change. You must be willing to change your approach. You must be willing to reinvent yourself. You must be willing to change those bad habits. You must be willing to take responsibilities for your growth. You must be willing to go to the place that others are not ready to go to, so you can have later what others will not have. You must be ready to take the extra mile. And do you know what I've noticed about the extra mile? It has no traffic, because there are not many people taking the extra mile. There are not many people ready to do the hard and the difficult thing so that they can have the kind of life they want in the future. Sometimes you've got to take a step further and die to your old self, reinvent yourself, transform those old bad habits, end those toxic relationships, get rid of those destructive habits. Get rid of those destructive thoughts. Get rid of those traditions and mindsets that no longer serve you. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you have it. 7 attitudes you can learn from an eagle to transform yourself, to change yourself, to improve yourself, to reinvent yourself, and become the kind of person that God has destined you to become. Till I see you again next week, remember to go into your world and take charge. And don't forget to drop something that stood out for you in the comment section. And God bless you.